Hello, and welcome to episode 209 of Film Night. My name's Richie.
My name's Jack.
My name's Henry.
And my name's Joe.
And in today's episode, we are coming at you with our Halloween special. This is just an episode in which we're going to be doing a couple of games. We've got a quiz. We've got a quiz.
Don't sound too enthusiastic.
Oh, do I not sound enthusiastic? Okay.
No, I'm joking. It's just the way you were like,
whoa, we've got so many great games coming at you. We're doing a quiz, which Jack has very kindly prepared for us. Thank you, Jack.
no problem.
Thanks, Jack.
And
Is it Halloween themed, Jack?
No.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not. Jack, I told you to make it horror
I'm
based.
joking, you state.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a Halloween special.
Rhymes.
Christ.
Okay.
What do you take me for?
Can you imagine if it wasn't?
I don't think you want me to answer that, Jack.
That would have been hilarious. Actually, yeah, don't answer that.
Anyway, and then we're going to be ranking. We're going to be doing a little list. Our top 5 Treehouse of Horror, Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, like little
Segments.
Stories. So look forward to that. How's everyone? How's everyone doing this fine spooky season?
Great, yeah. Good to see Mr. Woodsford looks a bit better than this week.
Yeah. Much better than last week, lads. Yeah,
That's good to hear, mate.
Very much under the weather last time out. Still got my points across for Blackberry, but yeah, definitely wasn't. The lights were on and no one's home. I think
But to be fair, mate, I think everyone's been. I've last couple of days I've been feeling a bit. It's just going around, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Passing itself around, isn't it? Yeah.
Quite a few people off work recently. Yeah.
Very scary.
Very scary indeed.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
Yeah.
Halloween's upon us. Does anyone have any plans for the big day itself, the big eve?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
Pepster has.
Gonna turn the lights off at home. Lock
Okay.
the door.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody knocks. And if anybody knocks, there's nobody home.
Right.
Oh, you're not got any sweets or chocolate.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, we do actually. We got my dad's all for it. He's like,
is he?
The bowl. Oh yeah,
Nice.
he gets the bowl all like thingied up, and because we've got some kids down the street, and we live like in the middle of a load of motorways and roundabouts. So if they want to go out of the house
There's
and
not much
treat
option.
down the road, there's not much option. So
It's a
my dad always
life-threatening
feels
journey
for them.
to make it to your house.
Yeah.
You've got to cross the motorway.
He feels for them a little bit, so he's like, okay, yeah, somebody better do something. So
Yeah, they've got to the
he
effort
gets
of dressing up.
he gets the sweets in. We get about 1 or 2, maybe at most, and then we have the rest of the sweets. So
Excellent. Yeah. That's how you do
it's
it.
all good.
Did any of us ever back in our day ever go out and trick or treat, or was that not?
Yeah.
Oh yes, did
big
we?
time. Oh, Woody.
Yeah.
Do I notice some hypocrisy from you there? Constantly going on about bloody American Yank.
It is very
rubbish.
yank though. It is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but come on, like, when you knee high to a grasshopper,
I knew that phrase was.
you get dragged around the streets of South Shore, and you just got to do it, lads. I mean,
Got to do it. Yeah.
So what was your sort of favourite costume?
I do remember the only one I really remember. I think maybe only did it a few times. To be honest, it's mainly for my sister because she's a bit younger. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah. Of course it was. Of course it was.
You didn't enjoy it, yeah.
I did it dressed as a vampire. I remember that.
Nice.
Bags in a cape, punching around Blackpool. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It is an Americanism, isn't it? It's an American
well,
import. And like,
I mean, I'd say
sorry for all of our
at this point. It definitely
American
started
listeners.
off that way, but like,
Yeah,
I'd say it's pretty much here, lads.
No, it is
No,
here,
it is.
but it's
100%,
definitely not as
but
big.
do you not think it takes away from
Time to get over it.
bonfire night? Like it sort of
No.
tends to sort of like take over a little bit.
Different
'cause
days.
Everything's all. Well, I know.
Do you know
but
what? Do you know what I've
everything's all
definitely
focused,
noticed, Joe?
you
I've
know.
definitely noticed. shops stocking their Halloween stuff very early, like
Yeah.
even earlier than normal, and some even in conjunction with Christmas, and I think that is sacrilege.
I've seen that. I've
You're
seen that.
Because
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
first
Oh.
of all, Christmas stuff in September is just wrong and disgusting. But having that alongside or sharing a shelf with Halloween, nah.
Yeah, I've
You're
seen
right.
that as
Going
well.
too far.
End of
start seeing it
August.
in, like-
end of
yeah.
August own bargains. You've
Yeah.
got Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
You're like, no,
They've got
no.
stock to shift, Pepster. You've got to get rid of
They
it,
just
haven't
need to. They need to get some better people in that are doing all the workings and like go. Well, actually, yeah. Let's not just import and get all of our Halloween stuff. Let's just stop the shipments a little bit or delay it a couple of weeks, so then they're not in the warehouse as soon, and then we can get them on the shelves a little bit later, and then they can get. It's just madness.
Simple as.
I tell you what's the worst.
Yes,
You
come
go
on,
in.
have a rant.
You go in. I remember this, right? I went into WH Smith's. Oh no, yeah, WH Smith's. It was like a day or two between. It was between Christmas and New Year one year.
We didn't have a
What
Pep's
did they
corner
have?
scheduled for this
What-
this ep, did we?
What did they have on the shelves on like the 27th, 28th of December? Cream eggs. They had cream eggs ready to go. Not even into January, and they've got
I've
cream
got to
eggs.
I've got to admit, I
mean,
was expecting something a little bit more annoying than that.
do you not? No, just keep the Christmas
Cream
going.
eggs, what's wrong with that?
No, I don't. I am quite partial to a
I
cream egg.
just
Jack.
I can
quite
picture that
partial.
now.
Love a cream egg.
Everyone else is just going around the business, and Pep stood there staring at these eggs, just fuming. Ugh.
Was it a little cream egg or an actual Easter
Yeah,
egg?
like the
Oh,
little,
well,
cream eggs.
they're all
I
they're
tell
all
you
little
what's the
these days,
worst.
aren't they? They're all little
No,
now.
oh yeah, they
Wow.
make them smaller and smaller. But I
Yeah.
tell you what was the worst. One year when it was a good few years back when I was
Worse
working,
than that?
and it was worse. Oh no, Jack, worse than that. Worse than that. It was 23rd of December. I just finished. It was about 11 o'clock at night. On the
Christmas
23rd
class.
of December.
The memory.
I know, that's
the memory
the-
he's got on this.
Oh no, I remember it because I wasn't with you boys this year, and I was driving back from Wales, and I was driving down because Wales don't really have many motorways, so you're all on windy roads, and I had to stop.
Hey,
off for
let's
some
not
petrol.
alienate our Welsh fans, please.
We love them, and I stopped off at the good old petrol station, went in, filled up, paid.
There's
And,
always a car involved. Yeah.
23rd of December. What was on the shelf by the checkout?
Oh god.
23rd of December.
23rd. I don't know.
Summer sale.
Cadbury's cream eggs, boys.
That's the
Cadbury's
same
cream eggs.
fucking
It's the same
thing.
thing.
I know, that was the same
Stories are
story.
the same thing.
No, that was a different one. That's worse, you see.
Oh, it's
'cause
a
even
different
before
shop.
Christmas. Before Christmas. And they're doing cream eggs. What's going
Did
on?
we not just sell cream eggs all year round?
I think
Yeah,
they might
Cadbury's
do,
cream eggs.
They
That is all
might do
year.
now. They might do
I
now.
thought you were
but
talking
they
about
did- they-
Easter eggs. Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't back then, though. They didn't back then.
Cadbury's cream eggs are year round.
They are now in the Heroes boxes. You get them in the
They're in Heroes now. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh
they're in
yeah.
Heroes
They're
now,
not
yeah.
eggs. They're like twist things, aren't they?
That's a question. Actually, no, I'll save
that's
that.
the thing.
Go
I'll
on,
save
Jack.
that for our Christmas.
What's the question?
I'll save it for our Christmas special. I was going to say which.
You're not going to remember, so just say it now.
I was going to say which is your go-to. Is it Heroes, Roses, or Quality Street?
Oh, what about celebrations, Jack?
Sorry, Celebrations.
I think
I'm a Quality Street man.
yeah, it's either Quality
I like
Street or
Quality.
You gotta be.
Celebrations.
I'd say, yeah.
Celebrations are
It's
good.
those two.
Mm.
It's those two. definitely.
Celebrations.
I do like.
You can every family member can see that box off easily. I mean, only because nowadays there's only about 10 of them. But with Quality Street, I only like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I'll demolish them, and then it's just sat there for the rest of the time because then someone else only likes 1 or 2. So you always get
Yeah.
like dregs that left. Whereas
Yeah.
Can I try and guess
Yeah.
which are the 4 ones that you like?
yeah,
Woody? Okay. It's got to be Green Triangle first of all.
yes, Green Triangle is number 1. Absolute
Okay.
god tier.
And then, a lot of people are partial to the purple one.
No,
No, that's not you.
Yeah, I'm not-
Okay.
I'm not one of those people.
No. How about Golden Barrel? Is that from Quality Street?
What about the long thin blue one?
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
Nah,
surely
that's
not.
what that's always left.
That's one of the dregs, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
dregs.
okay.
I tell you, what, it's the orange circle or kind of hexagon.
Toffee penny.
The
The toffee pennies.
That's beautiful. That is.
Bit too sticky for me. They get stuck in your teeth.
I agree, Jack.
No, I like them.
Yeah.
I like them.
Do you like the long, thin one, Wood?
No,
What
we've
are they
been
ones?
through this.
Excuse me.
we just went through those. They're the dregs.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
they're dregs, mate. I don't like them.
No, I don't mean the blue, long, thin one. I'm not a fan of
Blue
the
long,
golden
thin
long,
one.
thin one.
The toffee finger.
Toffee finger. That's it.
Oh right, okay.
I prefer the. No, I was right. I wasn't talking about toffee penny. I've just got it up now. Quality Street.
Okay.
I'm talking about the
This is
orange
a
chocolate
shambles.
crunch.
I thought that's what you meant.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
It's like a hexagon.
Yeah, I thought that's
Yeah.
what you meant.
Oh,
for,
yeah,
For me,
yeah.
for me, the toffee penny and the long golden finger one.
Yeah, toffee
Yeah.
finger. Yeah,
Those are at
Toffee
bottom of the
finger,
barrel
yeah.
for me.
They get less.
I agree.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, so, my other one, caramel swirl. Ooh,
Caramel swirl. That's what it was.
beautiful. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of when I said golden barrel. I think.
Are you not a fan of the creams
yes.
then, like the strawberry cream?
Is there a
and
strawberry cream? I
orange
love the
cream?
strawberry
Strawberry
cream.
I love
delight.
Yeah, I love.
I wouldn't touch out
those.
their barge pole.
Wow.
You wouldn't
Would you
touch that with the
not?
barge pole.
Oh,
See,
no.
Filth.
yeah, I'm
That's
with
an-
you on this.
That's an unpopular. That's an unpopular opinion.
Is it?
I think so.
I
No?
thought it was-
Yeah.
We're merging many segments here.
The creams are the ones that go first in our house. I mean, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Those poor kids don't get any, do they, on Halloween?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
We've moved. This is our Christmas special now. We've moved on from Halloween.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
We
So
need-
edit
let's-
this
let's
out.
get back to-
We'll put this in with Christmas.
We'll
episode.
put this in the Christmas.
We don't need to do a Christmas recording.
It's holiday season, isn't it?
It
Isn't
just goes
all
to show, yeah.
all goes together.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Joe, no, I don't feel that Halloween takes anything away from bonfire night. I think the two couple together very nicely.
And we had a great bonfire night last year, didn't we, boys?
We did, yeah.
We did.
We almost didn't live to
Yeah.
tell.
Well, we
the
almost
tale.
died. Yeah.
Yeah. Shortly before my firstborn was
Oh,
released.
that was so much fun.
That was a year ago, boys. Crikey.
Mm,
Madness.
it was, but it was a fun night. Didn't quite
It was.
manage to kill ourselves, fortunately. And yeah, now we're here doing our Halloween special. Do we want to get on to our first segment? We've got a quiz. Are we starting with that?
Yeah, let's start with that, shall we?
Yes. Jack,
so
tell us about your quiz.
So this quiz is a comedy-themed quiz. So, of course, a Halloween based. You see,
Very good, very good.
kicking off with a joke there.
Yeah.
Halloween quiz, and of course, anyone watching or listening along at home, you can try and answer these as well. We'd love it if you did. So I've got 11 questions. Bit of an odd number. I was aiming for 15, but didn't quite get there.
Are there different level tiers or points
Why
for specific questions? Or
There's a couple which are slightly different, but when we get to those, I'll just explain it.
okay,
Jack, why don't you do 10 and then have the 11th as a tiebreaker if it's needed?
Ooh, good
That is a
idea.
very good question.
yeah, go on then.
Yes, so we'll do it buzz-in style. So let's just go around now, and each of you could please clarify your sound. So we'll start with Richie.
Oh, my sound is
Okay, Woody
a classic.
and Pep.
Ding ding.
Okay.
Okay, so let's begin, shall we?
Yes.
Question 1. Which is the longest running horror film franchise?
Halloween. Ah,
Anyone else want to buzz in?
Ding ding.
Yes, Pepster?
Is there a franchise called Scream?
There is, but this is incorrect.
oh,
Oh, okay.
that
That's
was
not a
amazing.
bad shout, you know.
No, it's a good shout. It's a good
No,
shout.
no, it was a great shout, but the phrasing of it was perfect.
Yeah. for a film
I
podcast.
know there was a film called Scream.
Is there a franchise?
Is there a franchise called Scream?
No, that is a good shout, but it is incorrect. So we must now go
all comes down to Woody.
Woody?
Is it longest running in terms of what? How many they've made or how long it's been going?
longest running is in how many in like how many there are in the franchise.
Right.
That should have been clarified earlier.
I would guess,
Maybe.
Ben, the Saw franchise.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh. Huh.
very close though, because it has just released its 10th.
Yeah. Crimes.
Okay, so no one gets the answer is Friday the 13th,
Really?
which has
Really?
12 films.
Oh my god.
Not 13.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
the first,
surprising.
yeah, Friday the 13th. The first was released in
Has that-
1980.
Have any of us seen any of the Friday the 13th films?
I've seen
I don't think so.
I've seen the original and I think possibly one or two, but I've definitely not seen all 12.
Mhm.
No, that wasn't even on my radar as a guess.
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, so most recent came out in 2009, so it's been a while since we had one. All right, so there you go. Maybe this is going to be harder than I thought. Question
Okay.
2.
Nil pois so far.
Nil point. Question 2. In The Ring, how long do people have to live after watching the videotape?
Bloop.
Yeah,
Uh,
Richie.
7 days.
That is correct.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
job.
Thank you very much. I haven't even seen
7
it.
days. It's just like crept into your.
Yeah.
It's like a.
I mean, it was a very
it's a very
popular
well-known-
film
Yeah.
when it came out. So I remember that being the marketing for it.
Jack, you gave Friday the 13th 1.5 stars on Letterboxd. Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
I rewatched it not too long ago, and yes, it has not aged well in my opinion. It was not
Wow.
good, really not good.
Mm.
So yeah. Question 3. Right now, there's 2 answers to this question, and you get half for each. There are 2 serial killers at the center of The Silence of the Lambs. Can you name both serial killers?
Bloop.
No.
Hannibal Lecter and Buffalo Bill.
Very
Oh.
good.
Oh,
Didn't expect you to get that one.
that was quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously Hannibal Lecter, the easy one there, but very good
Yeah.
knowledge. Very
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
Richie
film.
You
Good
see that
film.
again, yeah, Christ.
surging out into the lead.
Nice.
Question 4 is, what is the highest grossing horror film of all time?
Oh, Christ.
Bzz,
Yep.
Halloween.
Eh-eh.
Ding ding.
Yes, Pep?
Scream.
Eh-eh.
Highest grossing horror film of all time.
Yeah, not franchise, like one singular film.
Get Out.
No,
Damn it.
but that's not a bad guess.
I have no idea.
It was a recent release.
No?
Worldwide, it grossed 701 million. It.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I
We
think we
reviewed
went
it
to
on
see
this-
that, didn't we?
We
Yeah,
went
we
to see
reviewed
both,
it, didn't we?
Both of them.
With the Odeon, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's the
Damn.
first one, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so no points there.
Mhm.
Question 5. Where is The Thing set?
Ooh.
Where is The Thing set?
Is it like Greenland or something?
Excuse me, I didn't hear a
Oh,
buzz sound.
bzz.
Okay, Woody,
Is it like Greenland or something?
you're on the right lines, but it's not correct.
It's been too long since I've seen that film.
Think of somewhere very cold.
Arctic,
Yes.
Antarctic.
Correct.
Antarctic.
Okay.
Antarctica.
Okay. I
Joe's a bit late there.
I got thrown off by you saying that Greenland was on the right lines.
Well, it was a cold place.
Oh, I thought that was like obvious that we were thinking of a cold place. I thought you
Oh,
meant
no.
like, yeah, similar to Greenland, like in a different way.
Okay. Yeah, it was Antarctica.
Sorry, who got the point for that one?
Woody.
Okay.
Woody got the point.
So 2, Richie's on 2, Woody's on 1.
Mm-hmm.
Question 6. Now, this is another slightly different one. I'm going to give you the name of four George A. Romero zombie films,
Mm.
and you have to try and give me them in order of release, so earliest to newest.
Oh, Christ. Jesus, these are hard, Jack.
I'll give you a point. I'll give you a point for just getting which one came out first, and then I'll give you a bonus point if you can actually get the order.
Okay.
So the four films are Land of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, or Day of the Dead. Land of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
What are we saying? What is it?
Which one came out first? And then for a bonus point, if you can order them. Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead first.
Incorrect.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's David Dead, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Night of the Living Dead first.
That is correct.
It was between those two for me, so I'm glad Woody eliminated one of them.
Released in 1968.
Oh. No. And then I guess I'll say Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and then the last one.
He has done it.
Nice.
Yeah, Richie.
My goodness.
That was mostly estimation.
Yeah, but still very good. 1968 for Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead was 78. Day of the Dead, 85. And Land of the Dead, 2005.
Mm.
Wow.
So, yes, Richie's going to be hard to catch at this point, I think.
Nice.
4 points for Richie. Question 7. In Donnie Darko, what is the name of the rabbit that Donnie keeps seeing?
This
Ding,
one
ding.
for Woody, surely.
Yes.
I'm going to eat my hat if Joe gets this right.
Paul?
Yeah. I was right to be confident.
But a very good guess.
Am I close?
I mean, no. I mean, I was being kind.
I don't think I know this.
You're correct in terms of you're close in terms of it's a one-syllable male name.
Hey.
Oh, what's my thing?
Yes, Richie?
John?
Incorrect.
George? Ringo?
Whoa. Woody, would you like to come in with an answer?
No, I don't know, I'm afraid.
Just guess. Any name.
Frank.
Oh my God, he's got it.
Is that
Was
right?
that a guess?
Yeah.
It is correct.
No way.
Frank.
Wow.
Oh, he deserves an extra point for that.
Yeah, and you can thank me for pushing you for an answer because you gave up then.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That is amazing. So there you go. That's why you always fight till the end, boys. So 2 points for Woody. Question 8. I didn't know this till I looked it up. Which horror film was originally titled The Babysitter Murders? This is more just a bit of trivia. We'll all learn something here. But which very famous Halloween film was originally titled The Babysitter Murders?
Halloween.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Correct. And I may have just
You gave it
accidentally
away.
given that away. Yeah.
No, but you didn't.
I meant to say horror.
Yeah, but you did actually. Yeah, the first thing that came into my head was Halloween because of the nature of the killings.
Because
she is a babysitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't know that. Originally called. I'm glad they changed it because that's a shocking name. So all of a sudden it's 4-3. We've got a title race. We've got a title race. Question 9.
Hold on, I've only got 2 points.
No, you've got 3.
You got 3.
Where's the other one?
You got it.
You got 3 questions right. Where's the other one?
Antarctic.
Oh, yeah. 2 of them are just pure guessing, aren't they? Fine.
Yeah. Question 9. Which was the first horror film to be nominated for Best Picture?
Great question.
Richie?
The Thing.
Anyone want to jump in?
Ding ding.
Yeah, Pepster?
Scream.
No.
It's gonna be right one of these days.
Yeah, that's it.
Hereditary.
No, but that was an amazing film. It was The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
should
was
got that really.
Yeah, I expected 1974, and in that year, it was actually nominated for 10 Oscars,
Wow.
including Best Picture. Okay, question 10. Annabelle the doll first appeared in which horror film?
Bzz.
Woody?
Conjured.
Correct.
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh, The
so we're on
Conjuring.
drawing.
So
Oh,
we
no.
might very well need this question 11.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if I get this right, though?
Yeah, we
You win.
didn't think
you
of
win by
that.
default.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Well, I might slightly change how I'm going to ask this now that we know we need a winner, because the original question was,
Is this the last one?
yeah.
Yeah.
So my original question was going to be, which horror film had the highest budget? And then you were just going to have to guess the film. But if I tell you the film, you can guess its budget and closest wins in traditional quiz night style.
Classic.
So the horror film that had the highest budget was World War Z, or World War Z. So can you tell me the budget for that film? And the closest two will win this horror-themed quiz.
That's had the highest budget of all time. Is that what you're saying?
Highest budgeted horror film. Yeah.
Yikes.
Right. But most of that just went to Brad Pitt, didn't it?
Yeah.
Probably, to be honest. Yeah.
Right, is one of us going after the other then?
Yeah. So someone go first, and then it doesn't matter
I'd
who.
say 240 mil.
Fucking, I don't know. 240 mil sounds like quite a lot. I'll go 100 mil.
I believe that Mr. Woodsford has won.
Yeah.
He was out by $50 million.
Wow.
Right.
Richie, what did you say?
100 mil.
100. You were out by 90 million.
Oh
The
my
answer
God.
is $190 million.
Wow.
So
Wow.
congratulations,
Well
Woody.
done, Woody.
Thank you,
Good
boys.
job, Wood.
Big comeback there.
Big comeback.
Yeah.
Cheers,
And,
Frank.
Yeah, cheers to
Yeah.
Frank for that one. Lady Luck was on your side. But
Joe, how are you feeling at this moment in time?
yeah, you need to go and watch some more horror films.
I really do, don't I? I mean, it'd have been nice to get off the starting blocks, but there's always got to be a loser in these things, and I'm quite happy to take that mantle. And
Of any of
Scream was a great guess.
Yeah, which time?
The first time when it was about the franchise.
Of all the horror films that have been mentioned in this quiz, Joe, have you seen any of them?
No.
You've seen Halloween, haven't you?
I think I may have seen Halloween. I don't think
Doesn't
I went to
remember.
see it with you.
Oh,
guys.
and It. You saw It.
I don't think I did. I was I?
Well, you went to see a Halloween film, or we went to see a Halloween film, but we didn't watch the original John
That's true.
Carpenter's Halloween at the cinema.
But you saw It
I don't
with us.
don't think Pep was there for Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween Returns, whatever it was.
May have done it.
Do you remember It with Pennywise the Clown? I'm sure you were there for that.
It's not. I mean, it's not. It's
Not
not.
ringing
It's
any
not
bells.
bringing.
The thing is, he
ringing
might have
any
been,
bells.
but as soon as he left the cinema, it would have gone out of his head anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fair
I'm
enough.
too
Horror
focused on the
films.
flipping car park outside, so
Yeah, but horror films aren't Pep's favorite. We know that, don't we?
no, they're not my thing. I mean,
Yeah.
don't worry, boys. This next segment I am all on top of, so we're all good.
That's good. It'll be a shame next week when we do the sci-fi special, Joe, because you'll do better in that one. Okay, thank you very much for that quiz, Jack. That was good.
Boys, boys.
Tough
Thanks,
questions in there. But yeah, that was fun. Next, I think we're moving on to the meat of our episode, which is we are going to list our top 5 Treehouse of Horror like stories. I don't really know what you'd call them.
Yeah, I think stories.
Yeah. So what we're doing here is we're not doing full episodes, so it's not like Treehouse of Horror 2 or Treehouse of Horror 3. We're picking out the specific individual mini stories within them and ranking them.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, having done a bit of research for this, it's really whet my appetite. I want to go back and watch all these now.
Yeah.
It's really made me want to go and watch.
When was the last time you watched one? Has it been like a very long time since you've watched any Treehouse of Horror?
Yeah.
About an hour ago.
Seriously, did you watch one in preparation?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good stuff.
They've got them all on Disney Plus. So and they've like categorized them. So they've got all the Simpsons episodes on there, but they've categorized like a section for all of the Treehouse of Horror ones.
So you watched all of them.
Good.
I watched all of them in 20 minutes. No, I'm
going to ask you.
Honest.
I'm going to ask you something now, Pep. I'm going to ask you something. I want you to be honest with me. Have you just watched 5 and then written down those 5?
No.
Oh, good.
I've watched 1 and written down none.
Okay, great.
So yeah. Well, I'll be completely honest. I didn't really get the idea until I was watching the first one. And then I thought, okay, so each episode has got about 3 mini sort of like specials within them. So yeah, but I'll be completely honest, I was really enjoying that first one. I mean, I watched the very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 of my favorite right off the bat.
From the very first Treehouse of Horror.
So we've gone through your list already.
so yeah. But no, I'm definitely going to be back on that and watching more of them throughout the week.
I presume you've watched them before.
You must have watched them back in the day.
I'd have probably seen like them in and around
Channel 4, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. That's it.
But nothing that I could go, oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
No. Fair enough.
I definitely want to do that. I'm going to go back and find them somewhere because I don't have Disney Plus. But yeah, they're so good.
Yeah. Well, I just want to mention that something to bear in mind for these lists. I can't speak for my colleagues, but I have not watched every Treehouse of Horror episode that exists.
No, I've not.
As I stopped watching new episodes of The Simpsons quite a long time ago.
Yep. Same.
The classic era.
And while doing research and looking up the episodes, I also did not give much or any consideration to any episodes of The Simpsons past season 9.
I don't even know what that is. What year are we talking? Years.
What year would that be? Like 1999 or 1998, something like that.
Jeez, that is early. I've got some after that.
That's just what is mostly, and I tend to agree, considered to be peak. And like only good Simpsons is up until around season 9 or 8 or 10 or whatever.
There were still good ones being made like early 2000s, like 2004, 5, I'm sure.
But nothing like what they were in the peak era.
No.
And so that's what I'm basing mine on, because I couldn't pick out any past that point. So I was just thinking, I was just assuming that this may be similar to you boys.
Yeah.
But having a look through them, it has made me a little bit interested in actually watching like all the newer Treehouse of Horror episodes and sort of see what sort of area they go in and how they sort of go these days. I'd be interested to see.
Yeah, might be worth having a look.
So I might do that.
Yeah, I definitely think just doing this research today and going back through the archives and stuff, it's definitely made me have a bit bit more of an appetite to try and maybe watch a new episode of Simpsons, just to see what it's like, or certainly revisit old ones. I've definitely of the school of getting in after school and watching it at 6 o'clock, and then followed by Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on BBC Two.
Yes.
They were my evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose the ones back then, it would have been the 90s episodes that we were watching, wouldn't it? So makes sense, really. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, shall we see what we've got with our top fives?
Yeah.
Who wants to kick us off with their number 5?
I'll kick off.
Go on, Jack.
So my number 5, I've gone for a story from Treehouse of Horror 10, which was titled "I Know What You Did Idly Idly Did."
Okay. So this is past season 9 then.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, you could, because you said it's Treehouse of Horror episode 10.
Oh, because there's one per season. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is. And in this one, Marge accidentally runs over Ned, kills him, or they think he's been killed, and they try and cover it up. And it turns out that he's not dead, and he was bitten by a werewolf just before the accident, and ends up mauling Homer to death at the end of the episode.
Good stuff.
I don't know if anyone else remembers that one.
I do vaguely remember it.
Yeah, Homer tries to fake Ned's death.
I have to say, of all of them, that certainly has not made my top 5.
Okay.
I don't have particularly strong memories of it. Does anyone else remember that one?
No.
Nope. Okay.
No.
Good one, Jack.
Well, go and watch it.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I will actually. Okay. Who wants to go next? Pep would. One of you.
Yeah, I'll go next if you
Pepster,
want.
go on.
Okay, yeah. So I went for Treehouse of Horror number 4. And this one is titled "The Devil of Homer Simpson."
The Devil and Homer Simpson, surely.
Oh yeah, The Devil and Homer Simpson. Yeah,
Homer Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah. Just reading it for the first time. But yeah, no, it sounds good. Like Homer sells his soul to the devil.
For God's sake, this was a mistake.
No, I'll be completely honest with you boys. Like I'm liking this.
You
and
haven't
the devil
it.
is disguised. No, but it seems great. Like the devil is disguised as Ned Flanders. And then I think
I remember this one.
Really
I do remember this one.
Yeah, see, it's great, isn't it? It's great.
It is great.
It is a great one. Fortunately,
yeah.
Joe. Yeah, it's the one where Homer sells his soul to the devil.
Yeah.
For a donut. Good. I'm glad you liked it. Woody, what's your number 5?
Mine is from episode 7 of Treehouse of Horror 7. Citizen Kang.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone remembers this one.
I do remember this one.
I remember the title. I don't remember what happens.
Basically, Kang and Kodos come down from Homer's on a lake fishing at night, and Kang and Kodos beam down. They want to know who his leader is, and he says, "Oh, it's Bill Clinton," but there's an election coming up, so it might be this other guy, Bob Dole or something.
Yeah,
and then basically Kang and Kodos end up becoming like, I don't know how they do it, but some kind of alien wizardry. And then they take up the form of the two, Bill Clinton and the other candidate, and stand for the election in America. And then I don't think we're going to ruin it at the ending, or?
Yeah, go on. I don't think anyone will mind.
Homer escapes from the ship somehow and exposes the two candidates for the aliens at the art, rips like the masks off, and then people end up still voting for him anyway.
Yeah, good episode, good one.
Yeah, I remember it now. You've described it. Yeah.
Cool.
What's yours then? Number 5.
Well, I've agreed with Pepster, and my number 5 is The Devil and Homer Simpson. I didn't write down which Treehouse of Horror episode mine were from, but I know from Pepster's round that it's from Treehouse of Horror 4.
Horror 4. Yep.
Yeah, I did write that the episode is a reference to a short story called The Devil and Daniel Webster. But I do not know that short story, so that's the end of that piece of information. But yeah, it is a hilarious episode. I already said it's where Homer sells his soul to the devil for a donut. And they have a whole trial thing, and it heavily involves Lionel Hutz, who is an amazing character. And it's just very funny. So that's the one that I have gone with for number 5.
Good choice.
What's your number 4, Jack?
So my number 4, I'm just looking down my list. I've actually got a couple more that are beyond season 9.
Disgusting.
Well, let me try and turn you around.
Yeah, go on.
So my number 4 is from Treehouse of Horror 11, and it's titled Night of the Dolphin. And
I know this one.
This is the episode where Lisa releases a dolphin. It's like a performing dolphin called Snorky, who's like performing for the crowds, and she's obviously very eco-minded and animal friendly, and she's obviously disapproving of this performance, and she releases the dolphin back into the ocean, and it turns out that Snorky is kind of the king of the dolphins, and he organizes for all of the world's dolphins to kind of form into an army and terrorize Springfield. And it turns out that Snorky can speak, and he explains to the town that dolphins were actually the first to live on the land until the humans forced them into the sea, and then they outnumber the humans and kill them all basically, and then it's the Springfield's population ends up having to, by the end of the episode, they're the ones living out back in the sea, and the dolphins are living in Springfield.
Yeah.
And I surely that you must like that one. That was a great one. I remember that one.
It's not been a very long time since I've seen it, Jack.
I love that one.
But I do remember it.
Yeah, I love that one.
I couldn't pick out many specific elements of it, but
yeah.
So
that's my number 4.
Okay, Pepster, what's your number 4?
So I went with King Homer for this one. So yeah,
this
3,
one sounded good.
Great episode.
Yeah. No, but you know what? Having read this,
you have accidentally picked more iconic episodes than Jack by not even watching them.
because you just went on season 1.
Yeah.
No, but with this, I vaguely remember seeing this.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and it's funny about Grandpa narrating King Kong, the story of King Kong, and it's all black and white and stuff. And Homer being the gorilla.
Kong.
Yeah. Kong. Yeah. Funny one. Good one. So that's my number 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one. Woody, what's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4 is from Treehouse of Horror episode 9. And it is Hell to Pay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anyone remembers this one.
I do.
But yeah, so basically I think it's Snake is in the Quickie Mart, and I think Chief Wiggum is going to arrest him or something like that because he's had so many strikes. He's going to get electrocuted, like death by electric chair. And I do I very, very vividly remember him like combing his hair with some kind of like gel and something like that, and it's to signify like his locks. And basically he ends up getting electrocuted, and Homer then goes to get a hair transplant, and he gets Snake's hair. And as it's put on him,
I do remember.
It, like, does something to his brain. He starts killing. I think kills like three people.
Yeah, I've got like a vivid memory of it, like the roots of the hair, like seep into his brain or something.
Yeah, when he's asleep at night, the roots of his head. Yeah, the roots going through his
Yeah.
head, and then very very funny one. And I mean, I also remember. I don't know if you boys remember, but I remember the Hell toothpaste being on Hit and Run. It's one of those little collectible things you could get.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
You picked it up at I don't know what they're called. I mean, I suppose like the little cards that you got.
Yeah.
Levels sometimes. And it was the Hell toothpaste was definitely one of them.
Nice.
I do remember this episode. That is a great one.
There's a belter. There's a belter.
Okay.
I've got to say, just at this point, we'll say shout out to simpsons.fandom.com because that website has got everything you could possibly wish for.
Gold dust.
The level of detail in each episode is sublime. The little images they have there on it as well just give you back some memories and stuff. So yeah, very, very useful. Shout out to those guys.
It's so crazy to think about how this cartoon series started before we were born and is still going now when we're coming up to being 30 and
yeah.
Have they haven't aged today?
No, they haven't. Some of the voices have though. Christ. My number 4 is it's called Fly versus Fly. Now like I say, I haven't written down which episode it's from, but I think from memory, I believe it's from episode Treehouse of Horror 8.
From memory, that's good.
Well, I've got a bit of a head start because I have got them all on DVD.
Oh yes.
So.
Yes.
But
right, it's from Treehouse of Horror 8.
Nice, got him. So this one obviously is a big old reference to The Fly, an excellent horror film by David Cronenberg.
I've never seen The Fly.
I couldn't recommend it enough. It's so great.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. It's
I've never seen that.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's the like body horror to it is just like makes your skin crawl.
Might watch that this Halloween.
I would if you can. And so does anyone remember this one though?
Yeah. Do you know, I just searched it as you were looking, and I very, very vividly remember the image of Bart's face as a fly.
Yeah,
that scared me when I was younger.
That's one of the reasons why I've got it on my list.
Yeah, that really creeped me out.
It's both hilarious and it's really creepy. Like some of the best Treehouse of Horrors are the ones that like genuinely are creepy and scary. And that is one of them. It's such an awful, like horrifying, like idea for a kid to think about. But yeah, so it's the Simpsons go to like a garage sale thing or a car boot sale thing, and Professor Frink is selling his matter transporter for $2, and Homer is unimpressed with this, so he haggles it down to like 35 cents or something, and then he just uses that to teleport himself all over the place and basically he uses it to like grab a beer out of the fridge without having to get up or something.
All the important stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or like there's a bit where he tries to piss into it. He pushes it in front of the toilet. What's great about it is that it always shows him like going and placing the transporter in front of whatever he wants to do it, so that he can then go back and then use it in order to do this incredibly easy daily task. And then Bart has the idea to go into it while holding a fly, and he thinks it'll turn him into some kind of super fly creature. But all it really does is swap his head with a fly's. So his head is on the body of a fly, and this fly's head is on his body. And it's very gruesome and funny. And I think Homer and the Simpsons just pretty much just accept the new fly Bart immediately into their family and don't really question it much. It ends with just a kind of battle between the two of them and Lisa, and But yeah, it's such a hilarious episode and such a creepy episode. And
Yeah, I do remember
constantly thinking about it when I did watch The Fly for the first time,
that.
which is slightly different in concept.
It's funny, isn't it? Like when you just say the title, I can, like I'm really struggling to remember which episode. And as soon as you start talking about it, all just floods back. It's so
You
weird
remember
how it's
that?
just. Oh yeah, like as soon as you mentioned about the matter transporter thing, yeah, it's just so funny how all that information is just stored somewhere in our brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, Jack. What's yours?
Okay, number 3 is from Treehouse of Horror 5, and this is an absolute classiche. The Shinning.
Correct. It is. I'm shocked that this is low down on your list.
Jack. Yeah, maybe in hindsight, I was rushing a bit. I did this very last minute, but yeah, Pepster, this is one for you to go and watch.
Oh yeah.
So essentially, Homer.
Well, I mean, go and watch The Shining as well.
Go and watch watch The Shining and then The Shining.
Yeah.
The Shining is a film
that is the order
Stanley
that I
Kubrick.
did it in. I had seen The Shining before I did see The Shining.
Well, Stanley Kubrick famously based that film on this episode of Treehouse of Horror.
Correct.
Little known fact.
Yeah. Good point, Jack.
So essentially, Homer becomes insane and murderous because of the lack of TV and beer at Mr. Burns' lodge that the Simpson family are working at. Eventually, that's all I've written down for this. I'm just going off memory. I think eventually no, I can't remember. I actually can't remember the end.
The end is that Homer's chase. It's basically the end. Like, well,
yeah, he goes and tries to kill his family. He
Yeah.
tries to kill his family, and then
Willie comes to save him and is immediately killed.
But I can't remember how they stop him.
They stop him by they come across Willie's portable TV outside, and
oh yeah.
and they get him to sit and watch it, and then they all freeze to death outside.
That's right.
that was the funny part to use.
They all freeze to death. Yeah, absolute classiche.
Correct.
And yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay, Pepster, what's your number 3?
So I went for Treehouse of Horror 6, Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace.
Great one, Pepster.
Yeah, where Willie the groundskeeper chases Bart into his dreams.
Why are you looking down, Joe? Why are you looking down?
I'm just recapping. Just recapping.
Look up at the camera and recap.
Okay. Yeah, and just a bit of a play on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Yeah. So really
that is
really
a very
good one. That one. Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yeah. See.
That's another very scary one. I found that scary as a
I remember that
child.
Yeah,
definitely remember that creeping me out.
Willie is the Freddy Krueger style. Yeah.
You know what fucked me up is the one where he uses. I don't know if anyone remembers this. Where he's in Martin's dream and he uses his tongue to wrap around him and suffocate him like a snake. And then Martin.
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
Just suffocates and screams and then dies in the classroom.
Yeah, he screams like a girl. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they roll him into the kindergarten. And all the kids scream. And yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that did scare me.
Yeah,
good
I
one,
agree
Pepster.
about that one. That was a creepy one.
Yeah, good one.
I think they're the best ones as well. The best ones are the obviously really funny ones, but also the ones that are actually quite especially when you're that age. Yeah.
Yeah. What have you got, Wood, for number 3?
Mine is from episode 7 again. Treehouse of Horror 7 again. The same as Citizen Kang, but this one is called The Thing and I.
Oh yes, yeah, I know.
And this involves Bart basically discovering that he had a conjoined twin at birth who is called Hugo, and they'd locked him up in the loft for many years.
I don't remember this one.
You don't remember it?
Oh, really? This one's a bit of a classic.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Wait, keep going.
Wow.
Well, this one was
That's
this was also referenced in Hit and Run, I believe. Hugo was a playable character,
Yep. You can get him as
like a costume.
costume. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Speaking of linking this back into Christmas, and I've done this a few times in the past. I'm gonna get my Xbox down from the loft.
Yeah.
Play Hit and Run.
Nice.
Complete it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Although it's hard to complete that game.
Well, yeah.
Surprisingly
when you've done it 20 times, Jack.
Oh, that's a great idea. We should all do that together.
I missed that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what else happens in that episode, Woody?
I can't really remember, to be honest,
Okay.
Richie, but I think there's a lot of. I think Hugo tries to kill Bart because he believes that. So basically, he's locked in the loft for many years, and like Marge will sneak up to feed him, that kind of thing. I'm not sure what happened, but one day Bart kind of discovers that he's up there. And I think Hugo then wants to come down and just take Bart's place as the actual normal son.
It's a bit like Jordan Peele's Us.
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Yeah, it is a bit. So I think the episode the bit kind of just consists of Hugo and Bart at each other, basically.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, it is a classic, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So no memory of that at all, Jack?
No, a little bit, but that's that's foggier than some of the other ones. But I'll watch that one after this, I think.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm gonna go and watch one after this.
Okay. My number 3 is called Clown Without Pity. I believe it is from. I think that's from the same one that King Homer is from. So I think that's
I can tell you if you want.
Treehouse of Horror 3.
3. Yeah, because this is on my list. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, cool. Yeah,
This
another
is
great
such a-
episode. It's referencing Child's Play or Chucky in general, which I think is more obvious, but it's also referencing a Twilight Zone episode called Living Doll, which is maybe less obvious. I didn't know that. It's Bart's birthday, and Homer has forgotten to get him a present, as per usual. So he goes out and finds this very dodgy-looking shop that sells creepy little items and frozen yogurt. And he sells in this Krusty the Clown doll, and then the Krusty the Clown doll comes to life and tries to kill Homer. And again, it was quite a creepy one. Like it was done quite well. The Krusty the Clown doll thing was pretty creepy in all its various ways. And I think it ends with them getting the manufacturer in, and it turns out that they had accidentally set the doll from good to evil. So he just switches it back to good again, and then that's the end. But yeah, I love that one.
That is an amazing one.
Yeah. What's your number 2, Jack?
My number 2 is, and I'll just giving away what my number 1 is. My number 2 is, now this might be a bit of a clanger because I was rushing.
Oh dear.
And I feel like when I was reading about it,
Treehouse of Horror number 28.
Well, no, not quite. but when I feel like I was reading it back and I could remember it, and I may have just convinced myself that it was a very good one, or it might in fact be very good, but I've not got much. Basically, okay, it's from Treehouse of Horror 16.
Oof.
So yeah, already a clanger.
Yeah,
and it's Survival of the Fattest, and it's where basically Mr. Burns invites loads of men from Springfield, and I can't remember what they think they're going there for, but it turns out that they're all basically acting as prey in Mr. Burns's kind of game of manhunt, and he goes around and says to them, right, if you can basically survive until noon the next day, then he will let them go. And this game is broadcast on TV for the rest of Springfield to watch. And that's all the information I have about it. I just read it back, and in my brain, I remembered it quite vividly. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, that was a really good one. Maybe in reality it wasn't one of the best ones, but I do think it's a good one because I can remember it.
Yes.
But
I have a
is it
vague
as good
memory.
as-
I can't remember it. No.
Is it worthy of number 2? Probably not, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I do have a vague memory of it. But I couldn't tell you any more than you've already said. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised that this one that you don't seem to have very much memory of has come so high in your list as number 2, like higher than The Shining.
Yeah, I don't know. I just rushed last minute, put it in there as number 2.
Okay,
if we're being honest, if we're being honest, like of the 5,
would you like an opportunity to move it down?
It should probably be at number 5, and then everything else gets moved down 1.
Okay, okay, we'll do that.
But it is a good one. If you've not seen that one,
yeah. Okay, cool.
Right.
Pepster, number 2.
Number 2, and we're going into Treehouse of Horror 2, and we're going to If I Only Had a Brain, where
Pepster's picked some absolute classics.
Working as a grave digger, and he's mistaken for a corpse, so he gets transformed into Robo Homer by Mr. Burns and Smithers. Yeah.
All right.
Very good one.
Yeah. Good stuff. Does anyone else remember that one?
Vaguely.
All right.
That same episode was The Monkey's Paw. I remember that one.
I remember that one.
That's a good one.
That's a very good. That's a classic.
You should have picked that one, Pepster.
Could I? Well, you never know. It might be my number 1.
It might be. It might be.
Who knows?
Actually, I'll tell you what. Can I?
You don't seem to have picked any of the ones from the episode that you actually watched.
You didn't like the ones you watched.
I didn't mind them. I enjoyed them. They definitely got me like engrossed into watching more, and I will 100% watch them over this next week.
You just prefer the ones that you haven't watched.
But reading these,
they sound better.
They sound better than what those ones were.
I understand. Yeah, fair enough.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I think they were just trying to find their feet with the first lot, weren't they? And weren't necessarily the best ones.
Yeah.
I think there's still some good ones in there, but yeah. Okay. Woody, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is one that has previously been mentioned, and that is The Shining.
Nice.
Don't really have much more to say about it, apart from it is a classic. So, yeah, I'm surprised it's actually as low as it was for you, Clarky, must say.
Yeah,
Definitely
starting to regret that.
It is a great one. It's such a great like parody of The Shining. They do it so well.
Yeah. And again, it's another one that I was actually quite creeped out by. Like when Homer's like at his most insane, and he's in that room with all the writing scrolled across.
Yeah,
it's actually quite. Yeah, I do remember being creeped out.
Yeah, but then he goes, "No TV and no beer make Homer something," and it starts to lose that edge a bit.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is called Time and Punishment. And this one, let me try and think what episode this will be from. 4, I'll say. I think it's from the same one as The Devil and Homer Simpson. Is anyone going to confirm that, or? Doesn't matter.
I think I saw that one before.
Anyway, so this is a reference to something called A Sound of Thunder, which I believe is just a short story again that I don't know. But it's one where Homer accidentally gets his hand caught in the toaster and ends up breaking it. and then he has to rebuild it. And when he rebuilds it, it is miraculously now a time machine. And so every time he pops some toast in the toaster, or some bread in the toaster, I should say, it takes him back to dinosaur times. And he has to make sure that he does not touch or do anything in that time so that he does not mess up the future. But every single time he does fuck something up. And it just has the funniest, greatest little worlds that whenever he goes back to the present, and he'll see that the world is run by Ned Flanders, or they've all got weird tongues.
I do remember this one now.
Great episode, really funny. So yeah, that's my number 2.
Nice, very good one.
Number 1, Jack.
Yeah, so my number 1 is one that you've already said, Richie. Clown Without Pity. Yeah, just remember it being hilarious. Yeah, you've already explained what happens, so I won't go over it again. But yeah, that is my favorite.
Yeah, good episode.
Yeah.
All right, Pepster.
Nice. So I'm gonna stick with Horror 3, Treehouse of Horror 3, because that Clown Without Pity is in that one. And I'm gonna go for Dial Z for Zombies. When they try and resurrect Snowball, and then it gets to
who's Snowball?
Snowball's the dog.
Oh, you're about to say
Cat.
cat as well.
Yeah, it's the dog.
Cat.
Yeah.
All your tapped out knowledge should help with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then becomes sort of like Return of the Living Dead. We're good.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good one.
I remember that one.
Me too. Woody?
My number 1 is from number 6. Sorry, number 6. And this is when I was thinking about this list, and this is the one that really stands out in my mind, and the one I can kind of, if I had to, be able to recall almost scene for scene.
Wow.
Is Homer Cubed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is when Homer kind of says it's a parody of the Twilight Zone, or an episode of it, I should say, and he basically ends up going through this kind of portal and is in the real world. And yeah, I don't know why, but that is the thing that I think of. I mean, after the Shining, it's this.
Yeah,
I've got a Treehouse of Horror DVD, and that is on there. And I just remember watching it so much when I was younger.
Yeah, great episode. Good choice. Okay. My number 1 is The Shining. So.
Yes.
Yeah, not much more to say on that one. Just an absolute cracker of an episode. So yeah.
Oh, this has been great to do. It's really whet my appetite. I definitely want to. As soon as we stop this, I'm gonna be watching about 4 of them, I think.
Yeah, man, gotta watch them on Halloween. Now we do have one more game to do. There's a bit of a new one, so we'll see how it goes. Right. We're now playing a game called Table Read. And so basically I have picked out a couple of scenes from horror films. And I've sent Joe the script for these scenes, and we're going to read them out, act them out. And Jack and Woody have to tell us what film the scene is from.
And just for our viewers and listeners, I haven't read this yet.
No,
so I've not even opened the file.
So don't be too harsh on any of the acting, because Joe is, he's not read through this yet. So it will all be very fresh.
Okay, so we just have to get the film.
Yeah, I've come up with so it's been quite difficult to find them, because obviously I want to find one that's like not too easy but not too hard at the same time.
Yeah, I can imagine this is hard. Yeah.
So yeah, this one was a bit difficult to do. And I've split the scene into like 3 sections. So there's a hard, medium, and easy. So we're going to read out the first section, and if you manage to get it after that, you will be awarded 5 points.
Okay.
If you don't, then we'll carry on, do the second section, and after that, if you manage to get it right at that point, you'll be awarded 3 points. And then finally, for the final scene, if you get it after that 1 point. Okay?
Okay. Interesting.
So, Pep, have you managed to get up the first one, table read 1? It should be labeled as.
I have got table read 1 up, yes.
Okay.
Where do we stop, Richie, on this?
When it gets to a point where it says end scene, and then the number of points.
I've spotted that now. Thank you.
The number of points.
Crikey, these are long scenes, boys. Flipping
my
heck.
god!
I don't think we could make.
They're not that long. They won't be that long when we actually read them, Pepster.
Okay.
And
of course, play along at home as well, listeners.
Please play along at home. Yeah, and put in the comments how many points you got from this. That would be good. So yeah, the scenes are exactly as they are in the films. The only difference is names have been changed to make it so that it's not too easy. Okay. So
I'm just reading the stage directions to get my
Okay, yeah.
Okay, right. I understand what type of character I'm playing now. Jolly good. Okay,
good. Okay. So first section 5 points, second section 3 points, last section 1 point. Okay. Are we ready, Pepster?
Ready. Somebody gonna say action.
I'll say it. Okay. And action.
Doctor, we have a hard problem in psychological profiling. I want to ask you for help with a questionnaire.
We being the behavioral science unit at Quantico. You're one of Jack Crawford's, I expect.
I am, yes.
May I see your credentials? Closer, please. Closer. That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
I'm still in training at the academy.
Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me.
We're talking about psychology, Doctor, not the Bureau. Can you decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified?
That's rather slippery of you, Pep. Sit, please. Now then, what did Miggs say to you? Multiple Miggs in the next cell. He hissed at you. What did he say?
He said, I can smell your cunt.
I see. I myself cannot. You use Evian skin cream, and sometimes you wear L'air du Temps, but not today. You brought your best bag, though, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first one. So does anyone know?
You got him to read that. You got him to.
Right, Richie.
No worries.
Wow.
We might beat that bit out.
No.
That was really entertaining.
You can censor it for the shorts. Any ideas after that one? 5 points.
We should censor it for the flipping thing. For the main episode. I don't want people seeing me say that.
In the 15 plus years that we've probably known Joseph, I don't think I've ever heard him say that word at all.
That was
done it in an American accent.
I did get very excited when I
could have
thought of this one to get him to say.
Could have easily switched the roles. You mean it.
I could have.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know about you.
It's just acting, Joe.
Oh, I know. It is. It's all part of the scene.
Oh god, that was amazing.
Any ideas?
I'm struggling.
I think I know what it is.
Oh, really?
Ooh, go on.
I think it's Silence of the Lambs.
Wow, absolutely correct. Well done.
Oh my word!
Boom.
Well done. Damn, I should have made that harder.
Well done.
All down to Pep's performance. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, excellent. 5 points. Okay.
Nice.
Should we move on to the second one?
I want to hear the rest.
We're not saying any more of that. Right, next one.
Yeah, so you'd have definitely got it in the second part because the second part mentions Buffalo Bill, and so I already mentioned that earlier in the quiz.
But you could have. I thought you were going to take his name out.
Oh, actually, did I take his name out? Some names I may have left in for make the easier sections easier.
Okay.
Yeah, I left Buffalo Bill in to make that like a clue.
Okay.
And then in the final section, it has the speech with the fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You should have got it after that one. Okay, that went really well.
That was really good.
Have you got the second one up, Pepster?
I have.
Okay. So same again. 5 points for the first one, 3 points for the second, and 1 point for the final. Woody, you got 5 points so far. You ready, Pep?
Ready whenever you are.
Okay. How do you like it?
Oh, sticky.
How do you like it? What are you doing down here?
There?
No, that's my line.
Sorry. First time reading.
What are you doing down here?
Just wanted to talk to you.
Okay. Let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
I can't really remember.
You can't remember.
No, I can't.
Maybe it was about Jack Clark. Maybe it was about him. I think we should discuss Jack Clark. I think we should discuss what should be done with him. Okay, that's it for that section. Anyone got a guess for that for 5 points?
No, I've nothing on that one.
No.
What about
Jack?
you, Jack?
I'm going to have to pass as well.
Okay. Then we shall continue. This next section is for 3 points.
Okay.
What should be done with him?
I don't know.
I don't think that's true. I think you have some very definite ideas about what should be done with Jack Clark. And I'd like to know what they are.
Well, I think maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
Yes.
When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible?
As soon as possible?
Dickie, please.
You believe his health might be at stake.
Yes.
And you're concerned about him.
Yes.
And are you concerned about me?
Well, of course I am.
Of course you are. Have you ever thought about my responsibilities?
Oh, Dickie, what are you talking about?
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers? Okay, that's the end of that section. 3 points available.
I'm going to guess, and this is just a guess, Psycho?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Jack, have you got an answer?
I don't have an answer. I'm trying to think if I should guess anything. No, do you know what? Let's hear the...
Okay, final section.
I want to hear how this thing ends.
Okay. 1 point available now, and hopefully this one should be a bit easier. Okay, Pepster?
Okay. Stay away from me.
Why?
I just want to go back to my room.
Why?
Well, I'm very confused, and I just need a chance to think things over.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What's good a few more minutes gonna do you now?
Oh, don't hurt me. Please, don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Pep?
Stay away.
Darling? Light of my life? I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me.
Stop swinging the bat.
Stay away from me.
Put the bat down, Pep.
Stop it.
Pep, give me the bat.
Stay away from me.
Give me the bat.
Stay away from me.
Okay, that's it.
Shining.
Correct.
Yeah.
Was it the bat stuff?
Yeah.
Thought that might have been the easy one. Okay, 6
Very
points
good acting.
to Woody.
Did we do
Very
it
good.
justice?
Yeah, brilliant work, gents.
Could we be
Thank
in? Could we be in The Shining? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was very good, yeah.
All right, we've got one more scene, although frankly there's actually no way that you can win now, Jack.
Is that quote with the bat? Was that in The Shining as well? Because I remember Homer
Yes.
saying that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It is.
Give me the bat. Give me the bat.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, so we've got one more scene here. But Woody, you've already won anyway, so whatever. But okay. Are you ready, Pep?
Let's do it.
You sure I won't get in trouble, Joe?
Don't be a wuss. I'd come with you if I weren't dying.
You're not dying.
You didn't see me vomit coming out of my nose this morning.
That's disgusting.
Okay, go get the wax.
In the cellar?
You want it to float, don't you?
Fine. Okay, that's that one. 5 points available to anyone that can get that.
No.
Nope. I didn't expect anyone to get that one, to be
Ooh.
honest. Okay,
Okay.
we continue. Pep is now playing a different character. He is now not playing Joe. He is playing Pep.
Okay.
Okay.
Hiya, Dickie. What a nice boat. You want it back?
Yes, please.
You look like a nice boy. I bet you have a lot of friends.
3, but my brother's my best.
Where is he?
In bed, sick.
I bet I can cheer him up. I'll give him a balloon. Do you want a balloon too, Dickie?
I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers.
Oh. Well, I'm Pep, the dancing clown. Pep. Yes. Meet Dickie. Dickie, meet Pep. Now, we aren't strangers, are we?
Okay, 3 points available for anyone that can get after that.
It.
I was going to say it.
Oh, sorry, Woody got there before you.
Well,
Oh, we didn't clarify there was a race.
Well, he said the answer, so how can we?
Okay,
well,
yeah,
Jack,
yeah.
you can have 3 points, mate. 'cause
Yeah,
Yes.
you get your 3 points, Jack.
There you go. You
There
have
you go.
all 3 points.
Thank you.
Okay, well done. Yes, it was it.
Great stuff, boys.
All right. So Woody's the winner of that game. That's the end.
Very good.
That was good fun.
I enjoyed that.
Good.
Great.
Yeah.
Great work coming up with that.
Both very impressive there, lads. It was very convincing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've. Oh, it'll be
Yeah,
very
for
interesting.
a
when me
first
and you
read
do it,
and
yeah.
a
Just-
few interesting
any-
lines.
If any potential agents are watching or listening, I'd just like to say that that I was not putting my all into that. And
Yeah, I'd like to agree. I mean, that was the first time I read those lines, and
yes,
yeah, I think Richie is pretty glad that I didn't scan over the script
Very
before we
glad.
started.
Yeah, is that why you asked?
Because I probably would have hesitated and potentially not said a couple of those lines.
Yes.
But there we go. It's all for the podcast. No, yeah.
That's
no, you
acting.
did a good job, Pepster. I'm very happy with how that played out.
Yeah, that was really fun. And actually, yeah, great work with that, Richie, because that's hard, isn't it? To not only get the scene, but then to split it into medium, hard, medium, and easy. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I think that worked out pretty well.
yeah, that was a fun one. We'll definitely do that
Good fun.
again.
Cool. Okay. Well, there we have it then. That's all that we had prepared for our Halloween special. I
Hope
don't know
that's
if
got you all in the mood
yeah.
to watch some horrors.
Yes, I'm going to watch some horrors, definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen any of the Saw films, and I think I saw that. I think I saw that Saw is on Netflix right now, so I might give that a go, I should say.
It is true.
But yeah, I usually like to watch a horror or two on Halloween. Jack, you're pulling a face.
No, just because it feels a shame to like have that as your like. They're just not that good. Like,
Yeah,
so
but the first one's all right.
Yeah, I've heard the first one's supposed to be good.
Yeah. No. The earlier ones are the better ones, but
Have you seen them all, Jack?
And I'm sure you're not going to only watch that. Like, I know you'll watch other stuff as well, but actually, if you haven't seen the first Saw, then yeah, to be fair, you should have seen that.
Yeah. So you've seen that then, both of you?
Yeah. I've seen a few of them.
I think I've seen them all, but
no, I knew that there's definitely some not good, or most are not good. I don't know, but I've always heard that the first one is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, it is to be fair, and well, from memory, it is, and it's like with any of these franchises that go on and on. Obviously, the further you get, it just goes downhill, doesn't it? Like with any of them. But yeah, no, the first. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. If you haven't seen it, definitely, and you're right, it is. I saw it on Netflix, so yeah.
And I'll definitely be going and watching a few Treehouse of Horrors.
I actually cannot wait for this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
it's going to be a nostalgia fest.
I want to hear how it all goes, Jack.
Yes, I'll report back next week.
Good. Well, you can just report back in the group chat if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surely we're all going to go and watch a couple after that.
I will.
I'd like to hear.
Go and watch a couple. Yeah.
I'd definitely like to hear your thoughts on some of them, Pepster.
I will definitely, if I don't get a chance tonight, because I've got a little bit of editing to do, but yeah, if not, I might stick one on before I head to bed.
Cool.
I mean, if anyone out there is wondering why we didn't sort of review a horror film, well, there isn't any decent stuff out.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Was anyone planning on seeing any new horrors?
There is one out.
It's actually quite nice.
What's out at the moment?
Drag yourself. It's not actually. Fucking hell. Start again. It's actually quite nice not to have to drag yourself to a cinema to just forcefully watch like a new horror release.
I do agree with that.
There's some absolute garbage out there at the moment. Like,
well, there's Saw X actually. Yeah, we're talking of Saw.
Yeah, and the new The Exorcist, some kind of sequel or whatever it is.
The Exorcist Belieber.
What?
The Exorcist Belieber. No, Believer it's called.
Yeah. It's called Believer. Yeah. There is one that came out which I might go and see. I don't know if it's meant to be good. It's called It Lives Inside.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that now.
It's like I think it's slightly lower budget than The Exorcist, and like the better ones tend to be the smaller ones. So
do you know that one, Woody?
No.
Okay.
It's only had a small release. I was looking today. It's got like one per day at my Odeon.
That's usually an indicator of it being good.
Exactly. So I might go and see that if I get a chance.
Okay.
But no, I agree with Woody. I mean, some years when we've done this, we've ended up having to go and watch some just garbage. So it's been nice to not do that.
But there are benefits to it, because one of the years we were being forced to do the 2018 remake of Halloween, and that did actually prompt me to watch the original Halloween for the first time. So there are benefits, but yeah, it's not looking too good before. I've already seen the original Exorcist, so I don't need to do that
I was going to say
to go and see the new one, and I have no interest in seeing the new one. It looks absolutely terrible. Paw Patrol?
Saw Patrol? Anyone?
Paw Patrol, yeah, of course. Jack, didn't you see a horror film, A24 horror film, not that long ago?
Not too long ago, yeah. Talk to Me.
I am.
Oh yeah, I've heard that that's good.
Yes, I really enjoyed
myself.
that.
Wasn't it made by like a couple of YouTubers or something?
Yeah. So very low budget, first time filmmakers. They're from Australia, and I think, yeah, you're right. I think they're known from YouTube. They've got like a YouTube channel, and they do like, just home style filmmaking, short films. I've not actually been on their channel to see what kind of stuff they make, but that's how they got started. And then, yeah, I guess they've just written this. I don't know how it's been picked up by A24 or how it's got the kind of momentum that it's got, but yeah, really enjoyed that. Really, really creepy.
That's cool.
Started off on a bit of a. I was like, oh, here we go. But then it just got better and better. So
okay, yeah, I'm interested to see that.
Yeah,
and then yeah, really, what we should have been doing this week, but we've put off in order to do our Halloween special is Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon.
Well, that's next week, isn't it? We said.
Yeah, we're gonna do that next week. So look forward to that, everyone.
I have already seen it.
Oh, do you want to give any sneak peeks into your thoughts, or do you want to save it?
No, I'll save it.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, and comment below what points you got in the various games that we've played, and also what your Halloween plans are. Let us know if you're going to be watching any cool horrors.
What your favorite Treehouse of Horror is.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it's all sorts of interactions that could be going on here. So don't leave us hanging. That's what I'll say.
Absolutely.
Okay. Other than that, unless anybody has anything else they'd like to say, then I guess I'll say it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.